Hi everyone, it's Patty. Welcome to my video today. I'm going to make another card with this. This is day 2 of the Waterfront card in the Occasions catalog. This again has some beautiful stamps, watercolor type images, and I'm making this card. It's got some early espresso, whisper white, and the stamps and inks. I mean, it's pretty quick. I did do some brayering. Sponging type in the background, and yesterday I made a card using the palm trees. Today I'm doing more of a mountain scene with, you know, the reflection and the evergreen trees. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is take a piece of whisper white, and I have the inside and the outside. We'll work on both of them, but the first thing I'm going to do is brayer this. I have Pool Party down here and Wisteria Wonder, and I use these sponge brayers. They're pretty cool. You get 2 of them, 2 handles and 4 sponges in a pack, and they're really easy to use, so don't be afraid. The first thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to mask the moon here. So I have Calypso Coral, and I'm just going to stamp the moon about where I want it. The rest of the scene I'm going to work from the bottom up, but I want to get this done. And then I'm going to also stamp this on a piece of Post-it note, kind of by the sticky side. So I'm going to stamp it up here, and then I'm just going to quickly cut that out and lay it over so that when I do my brayering, my inking, I won't get the blue ink on the moon. So that's a good way of whatever you stamp first and create a mask for, that is going to be the thing that you see kind of in the forefront. So you can do it like if you wanted an image and then something that looked behind it, like trees or flowers or something like that. You stamp the image first, mask it off, and then stamp around it. When you lift up the mask, you'll have your full image. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to start with Marina Mist, and I'm going to do the top 2/3 of the card. And actually, let me get a piece of scrap paper so I don't go on this. And let me get rid of this. I didn't realize I had this out. This is what I use to take my pictures with. Okay, so I have this was from yesterday's video. What I'm going to do is take the Marina Mist, and you just want to ink up your pad. Just get some ink on it, and then you want to start off your paper and just lightly go down the paper. Ink it up some more off the paper. You kind of want to try not to get too many lines in it from where you're starting. So you just keep doing this and make it as light or dark as you want, and just keep going. So I didn't really want it to be too dark. I wanted it light, but I didn't want it to be such a stark white. So that's why I wanted to do this. Then I'm going to do the bottom and Pool Party. And really with this card, it's not going to be all that noticeable anyway, because you've got the scene going. I just didn't want it to be set against a stark white background. I wanted to just give it a little bit of color. So this is the Pool Party. And I think that's good. So we're done with our brayers, and you could just wash them in the sink, run them under water, and the ink will come right out of them. So that's pretty good. So then I'm going to, I'll pull this out again. I want to start my scene from the bottom going up. So I'm going to do this reflection, and I'm doing that in the Marina Mist. And I'm just going to ink this up and test it out. Okay. And then we'll start down here and just stamp it down. It just kind of gives it a watercolor look. And then I'm going to add the grass, and I'm doing that in Pear Pizzazz. And there's 2 kind of grass pieces, or whatever you want to use this. I'm using it as grass. You could use this or this. I kind of went with this, and I started you know, off the cardstock, and just went along, and then I flipped it around, kind of made it like a puzzle so I could interlock them a little bit. And it's okay if you go over what you've already done. It gives it some dimension. So I've got that, and then the next thing we're going to do is the mountains. I put in the trees last because I wanted the mountains to look like they were in the background. So the mountains I'm doing in early espresso, and I stamp it directly on, and then I'm going to move it and stamp it again. So it gives us a little bit of where it looks like some of the mountains are further away. So let me do that. So I started about here, and then I just lift it up and move it again. So now it looks like those mountains are further away. And next, see how easy this is coming together, and we can actually lift off the moon here. Should have done that before. It doesn't matter though. Come on, let me get a scissor. Just get the edge of it. This is going to be the hardest part of the card. Watch. Kind of silly. Boy, that's really stuck on there. There we go. Okay. So see, that's just there. No blue on it. So now we're going to do the trees. So I did these in garden green, and I went off the page so you get whatever you can fit. Everybody's mountain is a little bit different. I went a little bit low, and then on this side I did the same thing. You could put a deer in there, you could birds in the sky. I mean, there's very versatile stamp set, and I think it makes a really good card for guys, to be honest. Not too many cards that we make are masculine. It seems like we're always into the flowers and everything. So then the other thing that I should have done all along is the inside. We're going to do some of this grass on the inside, so let me get that back out, and that was in the Pear Pizzazz. We'll just do that again. And I like to just start off the page and just kind of go across. And it doesn't have to be exact. You could have just done it a little bit, not even all the way across the page. And then let's get these trees again. And we'll put the trees out there. So we'll just put them here. If you want to decorate your envelope with trees, I think that would be pretty. Okay, now the birthday and the inside, here's to celebrating you. I got these from this perennial birthday. This is also in the occasions catalog. So I like the happy birthday and the here's celebrating you. I've been using this set a lot lately. It's got some good sentiments. So I am going to do this in the early espresso. You can pick whatever color. I have it matching the card base. So I thought that worked out good. So let's see. I want to make sure it's going the right way. And then here's to celebrating you. I always like to stamp it first on paper if I can. There you go. So we're done with stamping. Wasn't that easy? I mean, this is just a great set. You could just knock out some cards very easily. So now you have my early espresso, and I'm just going to fold that in half. This is a half of a piece of 8.5 by 11, and I just scored it at 4 1/4 and folded it in half. And then these are each 5 1/4 by 4, and that's pretty much my standard layer. And I see this has a little something there, so I'm going to make that the back of the card. Looks like, I'm not sure what that is, but okay. So now we're just going to put this on with snail. Very easy. And the card is done. I mean, Very, very simple, but I think it's really a nice looking card, especially for a guy. I mean, how nice is that? Nice and outdoorsy. Love the mountains. So I like this kind of a card. All right, so that's about it. I will have another card. I'm doing kind of a 3-day series featuring this set. I really love it. At first, when I saw it in the catalog, I wasn't too crazy or wasn't sure about it, I guess. And then I started looking at Pinterest, good old Pinterest, and I saw some really beautiful scenic cards. So here it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And you can subscribe to my newsletter on my blog, pspapercrafts.com. You can email me at patty@pspapercrafts.com. I'm getting all, I don't know, tongue twisted here. So thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your day, and I hope you are interested in getting this set and make some beautiful cards with it. Okay, take care. Bye.